And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. Today, we're going to get into that Day Trader Tuesdays. Let's go.
If you're not going to become a network marketer, we're not going to pay you what we said we were going to pay you, right? News announcement. And this is a breaking news announcement. And this is a breaking chat live on Friday. Platform out when they do like money business update.
Keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want.
We're about to crack into the content here at the Unlimited Freedom Network, but before we do, guys, I want to remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I am not your financial advisor. The platform that I'm talking about today, as well as the links to all of the platforms that I talk about on here, are linked in the description to this video. So if you're interested, the only thing that you have to do is go to the description of this video, click the link, or copy and paste it into your browser. Also, I did this book with Matt Morris last year, The Power of Leadership. I wrote a chapter, Matt wrote a chapter. It's got chapters written by a lot of other amazing authors and entrepreneurs. You can also get that linked in the description. Now, before we roll into it, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, drop me a comment, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I release a new video here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Let's get into the content.
Okay, guys, so we got some important things to cover on today's Day Trader Tuesdays. I want to go over some crypto trading strategies with you having to do with our passive income crypto platforms. It's important. Here's the thing. It's important to understand when it comes to crypto trading and these passive income platforms that we deal with is that we are crypto traders. Listen, if you're dealing with a passive income platform, even if you're only dealing with one, you're a crypto trader. You may not think of yourself as a crypto trader. You might not realize that that's exactly what you're doing, but pretty much that's it. And the same type of principles that you learn in trading in terms of risk management, identifying strategies, having a plan, all of that can be translated and can be used and utilized and should be utilized when we're dealing with passive income crypto platforms. Okay, so we want to have a strategy, right? You want to have your more stable crypto platforms, and then you want to have your newer crypto platforms or your more maybe your higher percentile crypto platforms that you're trying out. Right. And this is the way that I deal with my crypto trading when it comes to crypto platforms. Like I've got my top 5, right? And those are usually pretty stable, right? Usually my top 5 platforms that I'm working with are usually more or less stable. Now, here's the thing. We're in an industry where at any given day, at any given time, any of these platforms could be gone, right? Here today, gone tomorrow. It could happen, right? And so you've got to be aware of that going in. And I'm very much aware of that. Going into any of these platforms that, hey, there's no guarantees here, right? This could be here today, gone tomorrow. That's why I'm very careful about the amount that I invest. And then once I invest that amount, I'm very careful that I make my seed money back right away. I want to get my seed money back first, right? Before anything else, right? That way, if I put in $500, I make $500 and then I pull out my seed money. Right, so I've got the 500 in there that's profit. I got my initial 500 that I pulled back out. Now I can play with that profit. I can grow that profit, and that way, even if the platform does go under or rug pulls or something along those lines happens, which sometimes does happen in this community, right, and in this space, hey, it's not the end of the world because I didn't actually lose any money, right? I made my money back right away, and I pulled my seed money out right away. So that's very important to understand. Now, I deal with a lot of platforms, okay? Right now, I think I've got 14 or 15 different platforms that I'm involved in, most of which I talk about here on the Unlimited Freedom Network, some of which I do not even talk about or I haven't even talked about yet here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Guys, I also have stock market positions, right? I have real estate positions, right? So I'm not just in crypto alone. Right, but I do make a lot of aggressive money in crypto platforms and crypto trading because you just like these platforms, it's not unheard of to do 4% a week, 5% a week, 6% a week. I've got some platforms that are doing over 10% a week. Mage Wars is doing 15% a week, right? The new crypto game Mage Wars. So guys, I mean, these types of returns you cannot get anywhere else. Okay, and so that's one of the number one reasons why I'm a part of the crypto trading space is because you can't get these type of returns anywhere else, and definitely not in any type of traditional investment, and definitely not if you're coming to the table with $1,000 or $10,000 or $20,000. You can't do that with with the traditional investment platforms and packages. When you talk about something like a traditional sports book, if you want to get involved with a traditional sports book, you better be coming with millions of dollars. You better have 10 million on the table, right? And most people don't have that. So you can never get that out in the traditional world of investing the way things used to be. But thank God for the crypto boom. Thank God for the crypto investing platforms, because now we have an opportunity, just the everyday person has an opportunity to get involved with some really, really big returns that did not used to be there in the past. These type of returns were not available in the past, right? And so what I do is I do a two-pronged system, right? I have a two-pronged strategy, right, when I'm dealing with my crypto platforms. I have my stable platforms here, and I have my new platforms over here that I'm testing, vetting, and entering new positions. Now, I'm not going to put as much money into a new platform as I will into one of my more stable platforms. For example, GS Partners is an awesome, stable platform. I can easily put 10K or 20K or whatever into GS Partners, no problem, because I know that for the most part, GS Partners has some stability. Now, could it go away? Sure. Right? But I'm talking about the likelihood. I'm talking about the probabilities. It's more likely that a brand new platform that I haven't heard of before is going to rug pull than something like GS Partners that's been around for a while, doing its thing. They've got a lot of liquidity. They've got a lot of different ways that they're making money. It's a beast, right? So I'm not expecting it to rug pull like tomorrow. Could it happen? Sure. But if I'm going to put 10K into something, I'm going to put 10K into something that's more stable, like one of my top 5. Vortic United, GS Partners, QP, Live Good, the top 5, Verse Network, right? The Verse Network is awesome, right? And so I have these platforms that are my stable guys, right? I can pretty much probably, the probabilities are higher that these stable ones are going to be around for longer. So I can focus on cranking out the crypto from those, right? From the more stable platforms. And then what I can do is I can get involved, I can test, I can vet, and I can buy smaller positions in newer platforms to give them a test run to see how they're doing. And lo and behold, some of those newer platforms are going to work, right? And then that position is going to pay off. And then at that point, I can put in more, right? I've been up in my game in the Mage Wars game because it's been rocking and rolling since I've been involved. I got involved with it. I got in for a little bit. I watched how it worked. I started getting paid day after day after day saying, okay, this is working, right? And this is working with large sums of money, right? I'm getting large sums of money every day that I'm taking out of Mage Wars. So I upped my game, and Mage Wars is going up and up and up in my, on my list, right? Some of the platforms don't do that. Some of the new platforms, I'll put in a $500 investment or something like that just to try it out. And what happens? Boom, it rug pulls. I lose $500. And I track that. Okay, what you track gets better. So if I lose $500, I track it just like if I were to lose a trade. Same thing. Same idea, same principle, same strategy. It's just we're talking about this new technology, artificial intelligence platforms, crypto platforms. You got the trading bots. You've got all kind, the crypto gaming. You've got the crypto real estate stuff that you can do. The renewable energy, fintech. There's so many new industries that are popping up that are connected to crypto and cryptocurrency that it's like it'll make your head spin in a good way, right? Because with every new industry, there's new opportunities, right? And so I've got my more stable staples over here, and then I get into some newer ones over here just to play, just to vet, to test them out, to see how they work. And then if they work, I can move them over here to my stable options, right? And what that does is it creates more and more daily and weekly passive income, which translates to monthly, which then in turn translates to yearly, to where, you can get to the point where I'm at today with my platforms. And this has nothing to do with my actual binary Forex trading. I will talk about that in a minute. It has nothing to do with my other small businesses. It doesn't even have anything to do with my YouTube channel. What it is just pure passive income from various different crypto platforms that allows me to make not just a living wage passively, but above and beyond the average of what an adult male in the United States makes per year. I make more passively on the crypto platforms alone. We're not even getting into the other small businesses. We're not even getting into the binary option stuff. Just on the passive income crypto platforms alone. Links in the description. Okay, so if you're interested, check those out. Now, I want to talk about a problem that can come up in the crypto platform trading space. Something I haven't talked about before, but it's the problem of translation. Now, as we go forward in this space, we're going to see that more and more lucrative passive income opportunities are going to be popping up overseas because they cannot get past the regulators, right, and the naysayers and those who have special interests that are passing laws against crypto in the United States. So they're going overseas, and we're going to get some pretty good opportunities popping up from overseas. One of which is a platform called Vecuber. Okay, now Vecuber I haven't talked about too much yet. I will be releasing a promo video on it soon, just to not promo Vecuber itself, but to promo what I'm doing in Vecuber, because I'm making some passive income with it. It's a guild, and it's an overseas thing, and it's a really, it looks like a good opportunity. Here's the thing, though. There's going to be an issue that we have to be aware of, that some of these websites are going to be translated from another original language, like Russian or, whatever, Swahili, right? Whatever it is, French, right? Chinese, Japanese, right? They're going to be translated to English. So when you're reading on the website and when you're looking on the platform, it might not be like, man, this doesn't look like very good grammar, or this looks like a crazy person wrote this, right? It's not that. I mean, I know it looks like that, right? But it's not actually that. What it is it's been written in a totally different language, and you're just dealing with what Google Translate thought that it was saying, right? So it's not necessarily what it was actually saying, but it's what Google Translate thought that it was saying, and that's the translation issue. So please be cognizant of that. I try to keep that in mind when I'm vetting a new platform. I don't judge a platform if it's from overseas and it doesn't read super smoothly, right, in my language, because I realize and I recognize that initially this whole thing was started under a different language. And guys, unfortunately, it is what it is. We're going to see more and more of that in the future as more and more of these things are going to be taking place overseas, right? Because you try to do something here in the United States and they swoop in and just kill it. They destroy it. They try to take everybody's a criminal. They try to take everybody out, right? If anytime you're starting to make money, you must be a criminal, right? It's just ridiculous how it is getting for small business people in this country. And it's sad. And it's sad. It really is. Okay, so guys, this is this is a strategy that I use dealing with my crypto platforms. I got my stable options over here that I'm really cranking my passive income at, and then I've got my new ones over here that I'm testing, that I'm vetting, and I'm always testing. I'm always vetting. I'm always getting involved in new platforms, because you never know when that next big platform is going to be there, and I want to get in at the beginning. Right? When you get in at the beginning, you have a much higher chance of profiting, because if you're getting into something right at the end, you might put your money in and then lose it all because it rug pulls because you waited too long. Right? And so I don't want to be the guy that waits too long. I want to be the guy that takes a little bit of money, fun money, right, so to speak, fun money, and vets them and tries them and tests them out. Right? And that's the strategy that I'm using with my crypto platforms, right? My crypto trading with crypto platforms. My number one crypto trading platform that I don't do any personal trades in, but the trades are done by Jensen Robles, is Vortic United. It's just my number one. It's just stable. It's steady. It's rocking and rolling. It's doing its thing. And, so I'm totally happy to be a part of that. But at the same time, I don't put all my eggs in the same basket. Neither should you. None of us should. right? That's part of that's part of the overall risk management strategy, diversification. Okay, now I want to talk a little bit about traditional trading now, because what we talked about was we talked about a stable strategy over here, our stable options with the crypto platforms, and then our more risky ones that we're trying out and vetting. Now, when you're talking about traditional trading, binary options, forex trading, traditional trading, as you guys know, I'm a trader, and I gotta throw a bone to my other traders that are in the house, because so many people have purchased my trading book, my trading strategy that I have on here for sale here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. So I gotta give a bone to my traders. Now, in trading, in binary options trading especially, you don't want to have two different strategies going at the same time. That's not a good idea. Right? In fact, it's a major downfall of people who get into trading, because they're always learning, but they never come to the knowledge of the truth. They're always learning, but they never, ever perfect a strategy. So what they do is they get in, they learn this strategy over here, try it for a while. Then they don't have a lot of success at it because they're not really taking the time to actually learn it, to actually implement it correctly. So they try, and then they go over here, they find another YouTube guy and do another strategy. They find another course, right? Get another course and try another strategy. And so what they end up doing, so they try a bunch of different strategies, never have any big success, and they never stick to one strategy. If you're going to be a successful trader, in my humble opinion, right, as a Forex trader, successful Forex trader myself, it's better to find one strategy and stick to it, or invent a strategy, or create a strategy. Now, I did that. Right? I invented a strategy that's attainable, achievable, sustainable, where I'm able to make more than I ever made before. Okay? It's compoundable, it's profitable weekly, profitable Monday, compoundable, profitable over time, right? And it's to the point where I never have to worry about finances ever again, because I have a skill to where you could zero me out tomorrow, you could take away everything, and all I need is an internet connection and, let's say, $50, right, to start with, and I can trade up an account and trade up into having a vast, expansive amount of wealth, right? Glory to God, right? I'm not doing this to toot my own horn, right? I say this thankfully, gratefully, humbly, right? Because I've been blessed to be able to learn that, to be able to create that, to be able to invent that. So, it's better to just get one strategy that works when it comes to trading. So that's what I do. I do one strategy. Could I do others? Sure. Right? I've had people come and ask me to join them in this project or that project or the other thing. Could I do it? Yes, I can do it. But what I've learned just through the school of hard knocks, right, through what I had to do when I was learning to become a trader, is I learned that one of the downfalls in trading is when you try to do 100 different things and you never get good at one of them. You ever heard the term a jack of all trades, a master of none? That can happen to you in the trading realm as well. You could be good at a bunch of different strategies, but you're still not really profitable, right? You're not really making money because you haven't mastered any of the strategies. That's why in my trading course, I teach a simple strategy that can be mastered. And if you go along with the simple strategy, you will make money. I know that because I make this. That's what I do, and that's how I make my money. It's my strategy, right? And I don't sell it for a large, big sum of money, okay? I wanted to make it affordable so that anybody who's interested could get it and could start profitably trading. I don't want people to get a bad taste in their mouth for trading. I want people to get a strategy that works so that you can see the potential of how you could set yourself free and your family free through learning the skill of trading. Okay? So, guys, it's super important when you're doing a traditional trading that you stick to one strategy, right? When I first got into it, I had lost my insurance license. I lost my insurance license through no fault of my own, right? I lost my license. Well, I guess you could say it is a fault of my own because I'm a felon. I'm a convicted felon. However, my felonies were not financial felonies, right? I was convicted for violent crimes. I served prison time. Christmas time. I served prison time in Christmas. It was Christmas time. No, but I was convicted for felonies, violent felonies. I served prison time. I did my time. I got back into society, got back out there, built my insurance business back up. And guess what? One year over Christmas, the states came along and said, hey, we noticed that you're a felon and you're selling insurance. You're not going to be able to do that anymore. So they sued me. I hired a lawyer. I fought him in court until I realized that I was just spending all kinds of money on my lawyer, and I was just going to lose that money because the lawyer was never going to win because I am a felon. I am a criminal. I am a bad guy. Okay, I can never win in court again, right? Because they're going to look at my history and they're going to say bad guy, felon, forget about it, right? In a way, every sentence is a life sentence, especially if you have felonies. Forget about it, man. So I had to figure something out, right? Because I was living in a multi-million-dollar home. I had a couple of nice cars. I was doing well for myself. God had blessed me with a lot, and I was going to lose it all again. So I had to figure something out. That's how I got into trading. And my back was up against the wall. I didn't have a choice. I had to become successful. I didn't have a choice. Right? It was either become successful at trading or starve, right? Become successful at trading or lose your house. Right? All that stuff that I worked for since I got back on my feet. I repented. I gave my life to God. I gave my life to Christ. I become a good member of society, right? I become somebody who is like a blessing to my community, a blessing to society, somebody who was productive. But Yank, that was a rug pull, right? You think that you don't get rug pulled out in the world? Sure you do. My insurance business got rug pulled. I had to succeed. I didn't have a choice. I had to learn how to trade, right? And that's what made me do the sleepless nights. That's what made me do the 101, 201, 301, 401 courses. That's what made me learn all the different brokers, all the different lingo, all the pips and points and percentage and everything that you can think of, the technical analysis, all of it. Tried a strategy, failed. Tried another strategy, failed. Lost a lot of money, lost a lot of trades, trial and error, went to a demo account, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, looking for that strategy that's going to be profitable weekly, monthly, compoundable, and therefore profitable, right? That's something that was going to be achievable, attainable, sustainable, right? Something that would last. And I discovered that in time, right? And now now, like I said, with my trading, I could stop everything else I'm doing and just trade. Same thing with my passive income platforms. I could stop everything else I'm doing and just live off of the passive income. But it didn't come overnight. It takes just baby steps, and it takes one step at a time, right? But since I have that strategy now, I decided to share it here at the Unlimited Freedom Network with anybody who's interested. The link's in the description. Is my binary options trading strategy. Okay, I also started a Telegram group, which has been a lot of fun. I've had a few people join the Telegram group, not nearly the amount of people that actually bought the strategy, but a couple of people are in there, and it's fun talking and going back and forth and talking about the different things that we're doing in the markets, right? So what I'm saying is I do both, right? I do both. I'm not against trading. I'm a trader. I'm not against passive income platforms. I love my passive income crypto platforms. I love them. I think it's awesome. I think it's a great business. And if you do it smart, you can make a lot of money. Okay? What I'm saying is, hey, why not do both? Right? I only spend about an hour a day trading, if that. And, we're talking about large sums of money. Right? I have a couple people privately that have invested some money with me. I'm trading their money too, and they're growing their money very happily. Right? So there's just the sky is the limit when it comes to trading, and just because you're not actively placing trade orders does not mean you're not a trader. If you're involved in crypto platforms, guess what? You're involved in crypto trading, and that's one of the things that I try to get people to recognize through doing this Day Trader Tuesday content.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you got some great value out of that content. Thank you for tuning in to the Unlimited Freedom Network. I really appreciate, guys. Now, remember, before you get off here, guys, never invest crypto into any platform that you cannot afford to lose, right? There's no guarantees here, right? So make sure that you're practicing your risk management principles when you're in this space. Also, don't forget to check out my trading course. It's in the description. If you appreciate what I do here, the best way to support my work is to purchase my trading course. Link in the description. It's where I share my personal trading strategy with you. It's a strategy that's achievable, attainable, sustainable, and it's how I was able to make more than I ever made before. You do not have to be an expert on trading. It tells you exactly what to do, A, B, C, D. You can copy my profitable strategy, and like I said, links in the description for that. Also, don't forget to smash that like button. Drop me a comment. I always love reading your guys' comments. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you guys on the next one here at the Unlimited Freedom Network.